Yesterday, the 23rd of June, was a day set apart to celebrate wildlife rangers who work tirelessly to protect wildlife from extinction and in their native countries. These brave people do everything they can to keep endangered animals like elephants and rhinos safe. Across the continent of Africa, rangers are kept busy day and night. Whilst working in small teams, they prevent poaching, clear up harmful snares that could harm wildlife, and patrol enormous wild areas.
Now, among the thousands of rangers all over the world, just 11% of them are women, and they make up many successful female anti-poaching teams in many countries around the world, including at least 18 African countries.
Our guests today are female rangers who are doing an incredible job in protecting the wildlife. First, we have Holly Budge. She is the founder of World Female Ranger Week and also the founder of How Many Elephants. She joins us virtually from the UK. Good morning, Holly. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, we also have Felicia Letang. She is a Black Mamba Ranger who joins us from South Africa. Thank you very much, Felicia, for joining us. Felicia, I would have you please unmute your microphone so we can hear you clearly. All right, whilst Felicia is helping to unmute her microphone, let's start with Holly. Holly, talk to us about what you do as a ranger and why you chose to start the Female Ranger Week.
Okay, so as much as I'd love to say I am a ranger, I'm an advocate for the rangers. So I set up World Female Ranger Week through my charity, How Many Elephants, to celebrate and support female wildlife rangers around the world. And the female ranger movement is picking up huge momentum all over the world because females are proving to be so successful protecting the wildlife as educators, as role models, and as beacons of hope. So it's amazing chatting with all these incredible, inspirational women all around the world who are out there on the front line, working very hard to save wildlife.
Yeah, go further and tell us a little bit more about what the experience is like, as a ranger. Of course, a lot of people would assume that it's a man's job.
So I've been very privileged and fortunate to have spent extended periods of time on the front line with multiple all-female and mixed ranger teams across Africa. So I've seen firsthand the work that these rangers are doing, and it's often challenging and dangerous work. So they're out monitoring the wildlife, they're checking fence lines for incursions, they're dismantling and seizing snares, they're going into the communities and educating. So the Black Mambas, who we have here, Felicia, who's joined us today, they have a Bush Babies program with over 1,300 children enrolled on that. So I think this is a huge part of the work that the rangers are doing, is educating as well.
All right, let's talk to you, Felicia. You're a Black Mamba Ranger. First of all, well done for being amongst the 11% of women that are female rangers around the world. So I was wondering if you could lead us through what it feels like to be a female ranger.
Personally, I can say that being a female ranger is challenging, but because of I love my job and I know what I came here for. I am a mother of 2 boys, so I have to leave my son at home with me to come here and protect the animals because they don't have a voice. We have to protect them. As a mother, I know that animals must be protected. And it's my duty to protect the animals because I've always wanted to be a ranger. So when I got this job, I was happy and excited that this is my career path.
All right, Felicia, let's also stay with you. The pandemic, of course, was one issue globally in the last 2 years, and of course, has impacted a lot of work. How much impact did it have on your work?
The pandemic was it hit us. Going home to see our family, so it was challenging for us because we had to work here, and then it was challenging for the poachers because they had a chance to come inside because people were not working and their jobs had to stop. because they didn't have money to run their household. You know that South Africa is more their jobs from the nature reserve. Conservation plays a big role in the household, in many households here. So people lost their jobs, and when people lost their job, they find it. They make it. Sorry. They thought maybe poaching can get the household running. They will get money from poaching. So people were poaching for bushmeat to run their household. So we had to work 24 hours every day without going home. So it was challenging for us because we didn't have to go home to see our family. So it was challenging for us. But at the end of the day, we managed to tackle the problem.
Wow, that sounds very challenging indeed. Is it any better? Have things improved? Are you able to go home and see your family now?
Yes, now we're able to go home and see our family because the situation has changed, and now the black Mambas also have homes, 93 homes in the local villages where we give them food rations because some of the breadwinners are no longer working in the reserve. So we give them food rations for them to run the household so that they can have something to eat. They can have something on their table to eat. So it has helped in so many ways because we're able to help the villagers.
All right, Holly, would like to find out. I mean, you're doing great work, being an activist for the World Female Rangers Week, World Female Rangers Day. But we know that it goes beyond the day and the week. The female rangers are doing a very important job that the world needs to highlight. So how would you say that more people need to be involved in what you do, the work that you do?
Is about raising awareness and raising funds. So there's lots of ways that people can get involved. This week with World Female Ranger Week, we're doing a challenge where you can step into the boots of a ranger. These ladies are walking up to 20 kilometers a day patrolling. So you can set yourself that challenge or walk slightly shorter distances every day for a week and raise money for the female rangers. We're also putting out a female ranger call out. So if you know of a female ranger or you are a female ranger, please go onto our website and submit your story, and we'd love to feature you for so you can have some more coverage. And then, of course, you can donate as well to these ladies. So as you've rightly said, it's not just about this week. They're out there every single day patrolling and working really hard to protect endangered species. And rangers really are the last line of defense in protecting biodiversity. So we really do need to protect the protectors.
Absolutely, and like you've just described, it's dangerous work. So I want Felicia to share with us, what's your regular day at work like? What are the things that you have to do?
My normal day is waking up in the morning and then going to the first fence line. So sometimes we have two groups of the black Mambas. The other group will have to go to sweeping in the bush, sweeping for snares, wires that poachers put in the bush for bush meat to catch animals. So the other group will go to the fence line. And then I like going to the fence line. I do like going for sweeping, but I like going to the fence line most of the time. So when we go to the fence line, we are checking for tracks of poachers or any suspicious thing that happened during the night or in the daylight, because our reserve is near the R40, so it can be likely poachers would like to maybe try their chance and get inside the reserve. So we make sure that we check our boundaries, we check the fencing every day. We also check if the electricity, because our fence is electrified, we check if the electricity is sharp, and then we also check for any diggings of the fence underneath when animals try to get outside the reserve. So we also fill this rock so that the animals must not get outside the reserve. And then we always investigate our fence, because you never know. Maybe today you can patrol the fence, but in the evening you can find something that will lead you to a poacher, because we never leave any stone unturned. Even if we find maybe a piece of cigarette, we have to investigate it because maybe it will be, I can say, something for a poacher or a plastic because they always get inside with something. So we always check our fence each and every day, and we also detect our environment to make sure that we make it a very difficult place for poachers to poach.
Very interesting work, and it's tough. I'm sure that every guy always imagines what that is like, and how dangerous it is. I remember seeing a video. There's some video that went viral a couple of days ago of a ranger, a male ranger, sitting at the back of those pickup trucks that you use. I don't know what they're called, those vehicles. And then there was this, lioness, that walked across and, stared right in his face. And it just reminds us how dangerous this work is. But it's very interesting, the things that you do. And of course, it's important to highlight the fact that there are females doing this job. And of course, they need all the support, possible. So thanks a lot to Holly, and thanks for stepping in and sharing this with us.
Thank you.